Children of the world, red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world.
Yes, Jesus loves little children of the world. You're welcome to another episode of Kids Zone on your number one gospel radio in Nigeria, Lagoon Radio. Yes, of course, it is powered by the Diocese of Lagos, Anglican Communion. Today being the 27th day in the month of November. You're welcome once again. Kids, are you doing?
Recorded in God's word, isn't Jesus my Lord?
You know how we do it every Saturday whenever it is 9:30 a.m. You know how we do talk to ourselves. You know how we do gist. Yes, it's another time. It's another moment to have exciting time to enjoy yourself on Lagoon Radio. So if you are still sleeping, kids, you are wrong. If you are sleeping, I said you are wrong. So you have to wake up right now and listen to Lagoon Radio because it is your favorite show on Lagoon Radio. So if you are, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell everybody in the house that it is your time. So they have to listen to Lagoon Radio.
Jesus my Lord,
34 minutes gone past 9 and you're still on to Lagoon Radio. Don't forget that to be part of Lagoon Radio, you have to download the Lagoon Radio application on your respective app store, on Google Play Store or iOS, and also follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook at Lagoon Radio Nigeria, Twitter and Instagram at Lagoonradio.Ng. We are currently live and direct. I think this will be the first time of going live like on Facebook. I'm streaming live. You can see me, kids. If you have been wondering that, oh, who is the faces behind Kids Zone? Oh, I want to see the Auntie Shay. Okay, yeah, see me live and direct on Facebook and Lagoon Radio Nigeria, and on YouTube, LagoonTV. I'm live and direct.
I'm in right up, right down, right happy all the time. I'm in right up, right down, right happy all the time.
Last week we talked about something very interesting. Remember, last week we celebrated the Universal Children's Day, and the theme for this year's Universal Children's Day was investing in our future means investing in our children, and we talked about how we can actually invest on our children, impactful investments that we can make on our children. So today we'll be talking about something interesting again. Kids, I know that you are preparing for your exam, and I guess I asked one of my colleagues now. She said my cousin started the examination on Thursday. So whichever way, this is exam period, and I know how it's always be like whenever it is exam, exam fever and all. So kids, we are talking about something interesting today, the fear of examination, the almighty examination. That is what we are going to be talking about today. I know many of you, whenever it's exam period, whenever the exam is drawing closer, you're always scared. You're always scared. It's not that maybe you're not good, you're sound, but whenever the examination is getting close, is drawing close, you'll be getting scared, you'll be having this anxiety in you. I don't know why, but then, kids, we are going to be talking about that, the fear of examination. Some of you will even be like, oh, I'm not sure, this is a mathematics, mathematics is coming again. It's not that you're not good, but the anxiety, the fear of the unknown, Kai. So we are going to be talking about that today, and I want to play you something very interesting. Yeah, I believe that you're going to learn from the story I want to play for you. And one thing about some kids, if you are listening to me today, Shola, John, Jerry, Sharon, Sandra, Paul, if you are listening to me this morning, many of you, you don't read. You don't read. Whenever it is exam period, that is when you'll be running at a scatter, you'll be scared. Why? Like, you don't read at all, you don't prepare, and I wonder why, kids. So today we are going to be talking about the fear of examination. I want to play this video for you, so make sure you listen and enjoy. The title is the fear of the exam. So stay connected to Lagoon Radio, don't go anywhere.
Positivity of devotee Prahlad. It was the day of
listening to Lagoon Radio.
You were reading a book with a lot of tension.
I have read this chapter 3 times, but still I don't get it. Same here. I'm just turning pages. Don't understand anything.
Just then, Mummy arrived and said,
Kids, today is festival. I have to cook lots of items. Please come and help me in the kitchen.
Hearing this, Gattu Chinky became upset.
Come on, Mom. Can't you see? We are studying. Day after tomorrow is exams. It's a lot of pressure. Let us study.
Hearing this, Mummy left them to study. But Gattu Chinky kept turning pages. It was night. It became dark outside. And Mummy came into their room once again.
Come on, kids. We have to go down for the occasion of Holika Dahan.
Hearing this, Gattu got very angry.
You go. We don't want to come. We have to finish this chapter.
Now Mummy also got angry.
What's with this attitude? Today is a festival. Everyone is happy, and here you are throwing tantrums? Don't make me angry. Come on, let's go.
Hearing this, Gattu Chinky started crying when Grandma arrived.
What happened, dear? Why are you shouting at them? Look at them, Mummy ji. They didn't open the book even once during the lockdown. Just enjoyed it. And now that exams are near, they are showing attitude and refusing to come down.
Then the children hugged their grandma and started crying.
What should we do, Grandma? We don't understand a single chapter. We agree that we had fun for a whole year. But now that exams are near, if we don't study, we will fail for sure.
Hearing this, Grandma smiled.
Kids, you are scared. Your mind is disturbed. Hence, you are not understanding what you are reading. If you face the problem with sincerity and patience, everything will become easy. Dear, please start the preparation. I will come down with the kids.
Hearing this, Mummy left.
Gattu Chinky, do you want to hear a story? Story of Prahlad, which will give you positivity to work.
Yes, Grandma, we would love it.
Well then, listen. Many years ago, there lived a demon named Hiranyakashipu. He had a son who was very smart, beautiful and kind-hearted. Though he was born in a demon family, he did not behave like one.
Got it. He was devotee Prahlad.
Yes, you are right. This is our hero, Prahlad. And the villain of our story is his father, Hiranyakashipu. Prahlad used to worship God with a true heart. He would chant God's name day and night, which made the demon king Hiranyakashipu very angry. Because demons did not like gods at all. He tried to make him understand. He would shout and beat Prahlad. But Prahlad did not give up on chanting God's name. Then what? Hiranyakashipu became very angry. He called his sister Holika. Holika had a boon that fire cannot harm her at all. Hiranyakashipu told her that sit on a burning pyre with Prahlad in your lap. He will come to his senses when he will get burnt by the fire. Then what? Holika sat on the pile of woods with Prahlad in her lap. Demons put wood on fire. and it started burning hot. But little Prahlad did not get scared. He just closed his eyes, joined his hands, and started chanting God's name. And a miracle happened. God was pleased with his devotion and protected him from fire. The fire could not burn him at all, but Holika started crying out loud and was consumed by the fire within a few moments. So you see, kids, a small kid like Prahlad worshipped the God with sincerity and patience, and God had to come to help him. So, what did you learn from this story?
No matter how big the problem is, if we face it without fear and work sincerely, then we can overcome any problem.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio. This is Lagoon Radio.
Those pearly gates, you can get to heaven on roller skates. You go right by.
Yes, no matter the problem, no matter how big the problem is, if you face it with strong faith, you are going to overcome it. So, kids, that is actually for you. I hope you enjoyed that beautiful story that I just played for you. And the title of the story is The Fear of Examination. You can see in the story that the kids, they were scared of the exam, and the parent was complaining that, and you've been playing throughout the lockdown. You've been playing all around. You're not reading your book. You're not studying, and now the exam is drawing closer. You started having that serious panic in you. Like, why are you just throwing tantrums when you know that your exam is just in few days? You've not been preparing. So if you have been preparing for your exam, you shouldn't be feeling this way. I understand this. Don't forget that you're listening to Lagoon Radio, your number one gospel radio in Nigeria, and we're on live and direct on Kid Zone. My name is Olumakaiye Abike. You can call me Auntie Shei for the kids. So, how can we we help the kids to overcome the fear of examinations? Like, I'm going to be discussing the tips to help kids to overcome fear of examination. From the beginning of child's academic life, exams are taken up to be the extremely important, very, very important and highly competitive these days, So, in the scenario of today's education system, exam stress. Like, exam stress is it's magnified, is elevated, and children tend to grumble under this stress. Whenever it's examination, how your teachers used to talk. Your exam is next week, you must not fail. Your parents too will talk, exam is this, you must not fail, you must not waste my money. Everybody will just be on you. And imagine that kind of scenario in Nigeria, especially in Lagos, because we were talking about something yesterday during the afternoon drive show. I asked my colleagues that, why is it that, okay, your place of residence will be on the mainland, and your kid will be schooling on the island, and very early in the morning, around 6:30, you're already seeing kids out there like hustling for buses too. I asked my colleagues that, why is it like that? The stress will just be too much on those kids, to be honest. So such stress might lead to children's falling sick as the examinations come close. Or some might even get completely blank during the examination. So excessive exam stress might be the reason for the sickness and blank memory. So I'll be talking about tips to help parents, to help guardians, to help everyone out there to learn more about exam stress and help the child overcome exam fear. And what is exactly the exam fear? Exam fear is defined as a phase of anxiety a child may experience during the onset or at the time of examination. So This can result in poor performance in exam or even sickness. Yes, exam fever. That's what we call it while growing up, exam fever. So, however, the fear of exams is not experienced by every child. Yes, we know that. And those children who are a bit, who are a bit anxious about examinations, and those who have the feelings of standing up to their parents' demand may be the victims of exam fear. So I'm going to let's talk about some of the causes of exam fear in children, and there are many causes of the fear of exams. Some of them may be as follows. Let me just pressure of parent on children for good grades. I've talked about it, and I've talked about it before. Like parent, you don't have to pressurize your children. You don't have to pressurize your child. Instead, encourage them. Another thing is too much of expectations in terms of performance and achievement. And another one is low self-esteem or confidence in a child. And that is why it is very important that family, parents, you build that self-confidence in your child. You don't instill that fear. Instead, replace it with confidence. Let them have this confidence in themselves, so that even when they step out there, they'll be able to face the world at large. They won't be scared. They won't feel they won't feel low about themselves. So failure in his or earlier exams. I know no parent pray to spend money on their child or children, and the person will just be bringing home bad results or something. Nobody prays for that. And I understand the fact that if you, as a parent, if you have been experiencing that on your kids, you'll not be happy. I understand that, but there's some ways to go about all those things. Another thing is poor scores in previous exams. Yeah. And lack of revisions and preparations for the examinations. As I've said, some kids, they don't even read. They don't read at all. It's whenever exam is drawing closer, that is when they will remember to read. They will not even read well. They will not be able to assimilate very well. Like, let's say 1 week. Let's say 1 week to the examination. That is when you see them reading. And what they are even reading, it's not that maybe it's entering their head. Oh, children, kids, are you listening to me? If you've started your exam, or you're just planning to start, kids, you have to be focused. Let me just put it that you have to be focused. And now let's go to tips for parents to help their children, their words to overcome exam stress. Number one is supporting your child plays a major role in helping your child overcome the exam fear. No matter what, you have to support your child. You have to encourage him or her and drive out the pressure from your child's mind. We understand there's a lot of pressure out there, even for adults. Now imagine that kind of pressure on kids. So you have to drive out the pressure from your child's minds, and do not pressurize him or her over not achieving. Do not compare. Do not say, oh, can't you see this person? Can't you see that person? Can't you see this? Can't you see Shei? Can't you see Sandra? Can't you see Shegun? Can't you see Chimize? No. Every child, they are unique. Like every child are unique in their own way. And do not compare, as I've said, do not compare his achievement with others. Do not say, oh, yeah, you and Sandra, you guys are in the same class. Does it mean that Sandra has 2 heads? Sandra is always the one coming the top of the class. She's always the one collecting all the gifts. So do not, I beg, parents. Do not compare your achievement, your child's achievement with others. This will really hurt a child's self-esteem. I have to be honest with you. And allow him or her to focus on his studies and help him or her with preparation. Yes. As much as you actually want your child or your children to come out in flying colors, you have a very important role to play in preparing them for the examination. Yes, it's not that you just you already send them to school. They have a lesson teacher already, so you feel that you can relax and be taken care of. Your kids are they are in safe hands. No, you have to be involved in everything. You have to make sure you check their books. You write with them. By doing so, they have this confidence. They will have this the trust that my parents are always there for me whenever I want to start an exam. It won't be like, your child or your children are just left alone to face their battle. Let me put it that way. So, as I've said, allow him or her to focus on his studies. Allow your children to focus on their studies and help them with preparation and be happy with their performance. Yeah, this will make them feel relaxed and release the pressure of examinations. Yes, be happy with your performance. Like, even if they are failing, there is, as I've said, there are ways of you just tell your children or your child like, there's a way you just encourage them. It's not that you are trying to over pamper them, or you are happy about the situation. No, it is not like that. There are there's so many ways you can pass that. If your child is not doing well at school or is coming on with poor result or something, there is a way you can pass the message across to him or her, and he will get it. Yes, that's just a fact. Yes, be happy with his or her performance. You can just tell him, Paul, I know you're a very good boy. You study, just word of encouragement. You study, you do this, you do that, but yeah, this your result is not good enough, but I believe that you can do better. It's not that you start abusing, you start talking anyhow. See your result, see red marks, see everything. This boy, you finish me. No. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. You are really killing their self-esteem, and the pressure will be too much on them, and when exam comes they will still perform woefully. So instead, be happy with his or performance, and this will definitely make him or her relax and release the pressure of exams. Don't forget that you are listening to Lagoon Radio, your number one gospel radio in Nigeria, and you're live and direct on Kid Zone. Don't forget, to be part of this family, you have to download the Lagoon Radio application on your respective app store, on Google Play Store or iOS, and also follow us on social media platforms on Facebook, Lagoon Radio Nigeria, Twitter for Instagram, Lagoonradio.Ng. I'm live and direct on Facebook and YouTube, Lagoon Radio Nigeria, Lagoon Radio TV. And we are talking about the fear of exam, like tips to overcome, examination fear, examination stress, and all. That's what we've been talking about. And the next one that we'll be talking about, parents should help their children with preparation and revisions, as I've said. And don't forget that lack of preparations increase fear within a child's mind. Yeah, you have to help them. Do not rely on their school teachers or their home lesson teachers. Be involved, get involved with preparation and revisions, and that will build your self confidence. And come on, they'll face their fears, and they will come out in flying colors. And letting your child to study in a calm, relaxed atmosphere helps a child learn and revise well. And also preparing him to beat exam fear. You have to know that your house shouldn't be a Fuji house of I don't want to say house of commotion. You get Fuji house of commotion where you play, where different people are. You understand? You play loud music, you do this, you do that. You're not just coordinated. There is no way a child will be able to assimilate in that kind of atmosphere. It is not possible. There's no two ways to it. So let your child study in a calm, relaxed atmosphere, and it will help them revise very, very well. So a good balance. This one is important. Kids, say this one is important. Say it loud. Tell your parent food is very important. Yes. Don't forget that a good balanced diet and sufficient sleep helps overcome exam fear. So kids, this morning, make sure you eat like 3 plates of food for breakfast. Don't be me talk about. If your parent is asking you why are you eating, just tell them that, oh, mom, dad, have you forgotten that a good balanced diet will help us to overcome exam fear? A good food will help us to read well. Don't mind me, but to be honest, it's not just anyhow food, like balanced diet, in quote, balanced diet. So a good balanced diet and sufficient sleep helps overcome exam fear. Make sure your kids, they have enough rest. It's not that they should be reading from morning to night. No. It's not good. So make sure that they eat balanced diet and they have enough rest. Yes. And help your child understand the concept and only by heart concept, like formula, like poems, give them that concept. There is this particular this one this song HIV for the hippo, P.O. for the hippo, anti-MUS for the hippopotamus. So poems, formula help child understand concept. So make sure you train your child to understand that, and teachers, please do that too. And provide your child enough time to rest. And this might act as a stress, buster. As I've said, it's not that they will start reading. Today is Saturday. Let them. The exam is Monday. I understand that the examination is starting on Monday, but after eating the breakfast, make sure that they rest for few minutes, and after that they can read. Yes, they can read, and after reading they can have a little play, in between. And so that is just, it's not that they will start after eating. They'll go and carry your book, please. Easy on those kids, yeah. And carrying out the role of a good parent, don't forget, it plays a vital role in helping your child overcome the exam fear. So within a combination of relaxed environment and parental role, it would be possible for any student like to beat the exam stress and perform better in their examination. Thank you for joining us on today, Kids Zone. Don't forget that you are listening to Lagoon Radio. Make sure you make it a date with her same time, same station next week, Saturday, 9:30 a.m. And kids, I'm wishing you all the best in your exam. I believe in you. I trust you. I know that you guys is going to come out in flying colors. I love you so much. Right now, the literary word will be coming live with Share. We'll stay connected to Lagoon Radio.